Hello gamers, hello friends, welcome back to Asheron's Call, a series where we're doing some appreciation for... Wait, what the... Oh, your pardon, what? Whoa! Okay, so guys, we logged in to the middle of an event. An event where they are apparently attacking us mercilessly. So we are going to go to the facility hub. Wow, okay, that was unexpected. Anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted, today we're going to do a classic quest for AC, and I was going to show you the preparation that goes with that. However, that might not be possible anymore, because there is no way we get to a shop and are able to do any shopping. But let's see if this guy here sells us anything useful. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So, what do we got? 32,000 pyreals. Okay. $25. And we're going to buy 10 potions of healing, which will give us 25 health. Alright. That's not bad. That's pretty respectable. We'll go buy all. These are going to go right here. Unfortunately, we can't buy any arrows. That's unfortunate. So, these items are going to go in our quick bar so that we can heal ourselves along the way. That's part of the preparation. Glendon Wood. Wait, that's... Okay. So, we should be able to go to the 15 bracket. Okay. So, we're going to do a classic quest from AC today. And that being the Baron Collier's Amulet of Life-Giving. And what this does for us is it gives us an extra 15 health when we use it, when we put it on. And that'll, I think that goes in this slot here. It is a very important piece of your gear. Halls of Helm. Collier. So you're going to talk to this guy right here in the funky looking leather. I want a set of leather like that. That looks good. Anyway. Getting confused. We're going to throw that in there, and we're going to throw that in here. Because we want to keep those as they are. We are not going to need the atlatl shafts. Or the quarrel shafts. That's not going to be something that we use. So we're just going to drop them. They'll disappear after a while. We're going to eat the apple. 23 peppermint sticks. And we're going to look at our skills. Because I don't remember what skill credits we have. Okay. So we could take alchemy, which actually might be the play. Or we could take mana conversion. Alchemy is a pretty important skill. You're going to need it to go with your fletching, which we might actually want to get into soon here. So we're actually going to take the alchemy. We're not, again, much like previous statements, we're not going to put any experience into it because at this point it is not relevant. It is not important. It is not nearly as important as simply having the skill so that we can level it up later, right? It's kind of like item enchantment. Useless for the moment, but it will come into play. So the Baron's Amulet is a pretty classic quest. And why do we want to do this classic quest? Oh, we want to talk to this guy first. And I'll read it to you. Okay. Are you done? Right, okay. So the warden tells you, the town of Collier is now overrun and forsaken. It was once a mining town. Now the town belongs to banderlings and drudges. Baron Collier and his miners are in the mine below and have joined the ranks of the undead. Ooh, zombies. Nice. In the dungeon itself, you'll find more keys amongst the trusted undead and in a chest. Use these keys to access the Baron himself and recover his necklace. Return to me with the necklace and I'll reward you. Fair warning. I am using a map on a website called AsheronFandom.com is where I found the links for the maps. So, yeah. And they are confusing as hell. And we're going to do our absolute best to not suck. And by suck, I mean getting lost. We are going to dump some points into lockpicking directly. And that's because we're going to need to pick some locks. Hopefully we'll manage to get enough experience to raise that up to about 160, I think it is what you need. It's not particularly hard. Your pardon, what? Again, we're having difficulties again. I don't know why. At all. It's behaving very strangely. This is a monolith. Can you use that? No? Oh, beware you are now... So you have to identify it. That's the E key. E for examine. Beware you are entering the forsaken town of Collier. The hazards awaiting in Collier outweigh any rewards one might find there. No, they don't. They don't. I believe if we come over this way... Drudge Prowler, Heavy Drudge Prowler. That is the one we want to kill. We're going to have to go through a few guys before we... Yeah. Get wrecked. Okay, sidestep, please. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So you'll find some relatively deep... Ooh, a drudge head. We can make a mask with that. That'll be fun. We'll do that later. Another... Blade Bane. Nothing particularly. You know what? They are better than the pants we don't have. So, yeah. We'll get another drudge head, and some peppermint, and some brown beans. Cell key. That is what we were after. 208. What's our gloves? 236. Yeah. Not particularly useful. We'll get some more drudge charms. Because we can. And then we're going to go and find... There's a banderling... You got to be careful when you're killing this stuff. Ooh, a banderling stealth, nice. Missile defense, no, it's not really. Ooh, a chicken. We can use that in cooking. There is a unique banderling guard think he's over here. Maybe? Ah. Raider Guardian. Where is he? He's over here. Okay. Anyone else? Nope. Okay. Yeah, in this game, doors don't mean anything. Just so we're all clear on that. Oh, I hate that moment. The brass pin. Very nice. Ooh, lockpick 3. Interesting. Gotta be at least 310 for that fire zombie. That's okay then. So we're gonna go in here. There should be a portal. Excuse you. How rude. I remember a time where these guys used to be absolutely terrifying, by the way. It was a very dark time. In the time before the buffs. A chainmail hauberk, I'll take that. You know what? We'll take that too. Cooking mastery, jump, and in pen. Oops. That is absolutely not what I wanted. None of these things are particularly valuable, but they we might be able to assemble them into a better set of armor. So now that we have these 2 keys, we can go through the portal. Now the objective here is to find 3 other keys in this dungeon, in here, and then proceed to, I think it's the small rusted key? Yeah. Okay. I believe this one we can, or this door I believe we can open again if we need to. So we want to go right, left, right, left, come through here. We're going to face some drudges. I thought there was another one. Apparently not. I'll take that. Okay. I'm going to take resistance 700. So, it is unlikely that a person is going to pick that lock. However, I believe we go straight. And then we go this way. We're just following the path. It's pretty straightforward. We took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Where did we go sideways? Is this where the drudge was? Okay, we're at the... And this is where we go again and we check the map. Straight through... Oh my god, I absolutely bungled this one, guys. Okay. That's okay, though, because I know exactly where I went wrong. Okay, so we got to go back up here. And rather than go through that door, we got to go up. We turn right. We go down this way. Is this the door we can pick? Okay. Go down here. And then we go... Okay, now this guy should have the key. Yep. 2 of them. Okay. You know what? You guys are annoying. Alright. Now. We go back down this way. Down the stairs. To the left this time. We go straight. And again, of course, we are looking for that locked door. That we had to turn back from. Okay, this is the door. And let me just check my map. Oh God, guys. Okay, so the maps in this game are confusing. It is not straightforward at all in some cases. But that is kind of where the motif of, you know, we're going to explore comes from. We're going to go that. No, we're not. Are we? No. Right, okay. So we need to go this way. And we go right. We go through here. And there should be a drop off somewhere. 105. That's not... Vanderling Captain, where is he? Okay, so he's over here. Alright. Sweet, another Vanderling Scalp, 214 boots. We will take those all day. Okay. Now, I swear. All right. I don't think you're supposed to be able to pick up more than one of those at a time. However, okay, so this is the guy that gives you the key. That's there. Okay, I see where I... Okay, so we go back to the right, all the way around. We open that. We go all the way to the end. We go down here. We turn here. Am I missing a step? Like, I shouldn't be, right? I remember this being so much easier because I usually play a melee character. That is very much a skill issue, though, on my part. Okay. It looks like we drop down. Yes. Okay. I figured out where we need to go. And unfortunately, this is not even close. We go back. Not this way. This way? No. This way. And then down the ramp. Okay, yeah. Down the ramp. And we go this way. We come through this door here. We gotta enter combat mode. Smite the drudge. Alright. And then we want to find the entrance. Yes. Okay. So from the entrance, we got right, left, right, right, and then left. Okay. So where's the door? Okay. So right, left, right, right, and then left. And I can't remember. But I'm sure you guys could see, like, this is a this is an extreme pain, right? Like, trying to navigate some of these twisty-turny little levels. And the thing is, a lot of these dungeons are not just one level, right? They are a series of ramps and levers and... Wait, where does L1 go? Oh my god. Okay, let's hope that this opens the door across from us, because if it doesn't, I'm not sure where it actually opens. But that's where we need to be. We need to go through this door right here. Let's see if these guys have anything good. I'm tired of picking up beans, so we're not going to do that. Tincture? Yeah, I'll take the tincture. Nah. No. Oh, cooking and warm I've seen worse. Alright. Yes. Okay. Hey. Get down here. Alright. Whoa. Man, that is a tight timer. That is a tight timer. I don't know why it's... Excuse you. Oh! Okay. So now from here, once we jump down, we're going to go all the way up. And then we're going to head right and then follow that without taking any turns. So down. Straight. Right. And follow. Hey. 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 Rude. Ooh, a high melee defense bonus wand. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. So for this one, I'm pretty sure we use the scratched key. Yes, we do. That will allow us to get the treasure chest key, and that will allow us to finish the quest. So from here we go down and around. And that will take us to 5, which will take us to B. Okay. Okay. All right. I've got it now. All right. Let's just double check this one more time. Because absolutely no one wants to have to deal with this. Okay, so we go straight and then we take the left turn. Okay. Straight. And then we take the left turn. And this should take us to the captain. Right. Or at least one of the captains. We'll take the scalp, because that's an XP item. Nah. And then we go through here. And we go down. Okay. Right. Now that guy should have come from, yeah, from there. From here we go up to, should be a ramp. We are right on track. This is where we take the 3 down. And then from 3, yep, we just go straight and then we take the first left door down to 4. Yeah, okay. We go straight, take the first left option. And when I say option, I do mean option. If you don't have a choice, it's not an option. Wait a minute. Is that... yeah, okay. So this is the door that we have to open with the Baron's key, I believe? Yes. Baron's key. And then we go down the ramp. And is it a sharp left? It is a sharp left. Okay. So we go down here. We go down. Where are we from here? We head right. This dungeon, back in its heyday, was famous for getting people killed. Not because it's difficult, but because people kept getting lost And they would run out of buffs. They would run out of, like... Yeah. It was a horrible dungeon. Trying to navigate by yourself. And, you know, when they... It's 103. Okay. When they finally updated this stuff with more difficult... What is that? Can I take that? No. Hey. That was rude. That was rude. A hat, a crown. Nah. Alright. Okay. So if I'm reading correctly, there should be an L-shaped room up ahead of us. Yep. We go all the way around. Hey. Don't be rude. Yeah, we go all the way around. Ooh, fire aura meat. I don't remember what that's for, but I believe that there is something that you can do with it. Oh, restores full health. Nice. Okay. And this should take us... Yeah. Okay, so we go through this door, then we turn left and go through the next door. Sleeves. Recklessness. It's 2,100 gold, though. We can sell that. We can make use of that. Brass top. Ooh, and an iron ring. Not of any use to us whatsoever, but... Okay, now this should be the other use of the Baron's Key, I believe. Yes. Now, we want to stay on our toes here, because the Baron looks exactly like his undead miners. The only difference is he is a lot more to worry about. And I believe we go up. There we go. Acid Bane Mana Renewal. We'll take it. It actually might be decent for certain circumstances. Now, I mean, this is all pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much of any way we can go other than, you know... Now, you might be wondering, why am I staying so far in the corner? Like, why am I not coming around? And that is because war magic spells, which are arguably the most dangerous that we're going to be potentially facing, they have collision. So, if you are not interested in getting blasted to bits, cooking mastery is good. Nah, garbage. Mana conversion, mana renewal. Some decent value items. Alright. quickly take out that guy, and that is the Baron. And you'll notice he looks exactly like his undead buddies, except he is a little bit taller, which in the moment is not necessarily the easiest thing to recognize. Yeah, that's a pretty good price. So we come in here. Oh, hello. I don't know what this is, but it's $2,000 and I'm going to take it. So we come in here and there should be the treasure chest key. We use this on the treasure chest and we quickly take our Baron's amulet because this chest will close and relock all on its own. Quickly have a look at anything that you think you might want, and bonus to mana conversion of 3. Ooh, and 11 for melee. That is actually pretty lit. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. This chest doesn't usually have much in it. Blade 5 necklace. An ivory heavy crossbow. We'll take that too. And we're going to go straight back to the facility hub from here. Because I have no idea what's going on in Holtberg. But I do know it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, wow. That took us 45 minutes. That's interesting. Not all the quests are that long, but yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good timer, though, right? The buffs we received from the big stone thing were 1 hour buffs, and we didn't actually cast those on ourselves. And as 1 hour buffs, they are pretty decent as timers. So that is not the guy. That is absolutely not the guy. This is the wrong hallway. So there's 2 hallways here. You know, I should probably take... Ooh, hello. What's that then? Well, that's a little bit ridiculous, but okay. Good to know. On my server, there's a buff stone, which is kind of interesting. Here we are back at the guy, and we give him the amulet, and he will give it back to us and give us a mitt full of experience, which in this case is 4.5 million experience. Now again, as I said last episode, I'm on a 2 times experience server, so that's it's a little ridiculous. It's a little over the top. So the Baron's amulet gives you armor other 2, which is not bad. It's not a level 7, but for a level 10 item, it's actually pretty good. And it gives you a very unique enhancement of Life Giver, which increases maximum health by 15. There is a couple of items that I'm aware of that were introduced during the base game that will give you slightly more, and by slightly I mean like 10 more. And they are all level like 85, 90 plus. And they only go as high as like 25, as far as I'm aware. Now, you can get other things like, there's another stackable buff that you can get that gives you, I think, up to 15 health. It's basically Life Giver, but because it has a different name and a different registry, you can actually stack it with Life Giver. So it's not Life Giver, but it is. And You know, that is like a level 125 quest item. So getting a static health boost is actually kind of rare in this game. And it makes a difference. It makes all the difference in a lot of cases. So what are we going to spend our experience on? Well, I'm a huge fan of getting to at least 100 endurance. That gives me a base health of 50 and a base stamina of 100. Okay? Without having to touch these. Now, I am also a fan of raising myself at this point. And we're going to give ourselves 80. 80 seems reasonable. That should push our summoning over 100. And well beyond the 50 points that we need to use our goal. Which is really what we were trying to bring online there. So what else can we do? Well, I think at this point we could use a lot more coordination. I'm going to put that all the way up to 200. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. We're now over 210, which is actually a prerequisite of certain weapons. This means at 210, we can use, or we can start to use, a lot better bows that have wield requirements just to put them on. And this is a huge mark. It's a huge mark. What else can we do? You know, honestly, in an effort to get some more of our crafting skills. All right, look at this. Fletching, alchemy, both sitting at, 165 and 170 respectively, right? Being absolute units without having spent any points in them. We haven't raised these at all. And the reason that we have such a high skill is because we're very coordinated, we're very focused. I feel like, see, and now we're getting into the area where getting 10 points of a stat is really expensive. I have 180,000. The only stat that I can even think about getting 10 points in. Oh, I could get quickness. I can't get focus, and I can't get stuff. So I could get quickness and strength. 10 points. And I'm not sure that either one of those is really relevant at this point. So instead of doing that, we're going to put 10 points 5 times into arcane lore. This will allow us to use bigger, better magical items than we currently have. Lockpick. You know what? I'm going to buy a whole bunch of points of lockpick. Many as I can. There's 40 points. And we're almost at 150. I'm going to up some magic defense, I think. I just got 40 points of magic defense. I am really hard to hit with spells. Oh yeah, so this little yellow gem-looking thing, when it's shadowed, it actually looks like a backpack when it's lit up. This does 2 things. Okay? It tells you like your natural resistances to certain things, like regeneration, drain, and resistance. So drain and natural resistances, your drain resistance is more or less going to affect like void and life magic, Your natural resistance is going to affect absolutely everything magic. But drain resistance is what, your drain stamina, drain health, drain mana. And I believe void magic is based on. Your regeneration is how fast you heal naturally. So right now, we have a... We should have a... Yes. Hydra's Head. So your natural healing is increased by 115%. It's like healing twice as fast as you naturally do. We have poor regeneration, but at least we have some. I've had characters that have hit level 90 that had none of that. So, yeah, very strange. So this little red button here with the star is your Vitae penalty. You would have noticed that when we died, that lit up with a 1% penalty because we were more or less protected from death, but we got 1% for our death. We picked our stuff up, and we bailed because the Lifestone's magic only protects you so long. This is a list of your beneficial effects. The red wand is your debuffs, or non-beneficial. This one shows your connection to the server. I don't know what this one is. I don't remember seeing that one. We're going to go in here, and I'm just going to make sure... Okay, so there's a few options you can use. Keep targets in view, that's good. And use main pack for picking up items, also good. You do want to equip the salvage multiple materials, because once you get into salvaging, that's going to be important. Okay. Side-by-side vitals. Actually, we'll just apply those right now. Side-by-side vitals. If I click that, it puts my vitals like that. And I think I can actually resize the bar itself. Nah. Okay. I don't like that. Well, that particular style... You know what? It might make it easier for you guys, though. So we'll just... Yeah, sure. Okay, and if we... Hey! Yeah. Okay. That'll work. I hope you guys could see that. Wait. Yeah, okay. I do hope you guys can see that, because I do want you to be able to see it. I used to be able to... I thought you used to be able to make this a little bit bigger. Whatever. You want to confirm that most of the time. There's items called rare items. They're rare gems, rare runes, that sort of thing. And they are usable. And they are so exceedingly rare. And because they're used much like portal gems or anything else, if you double click on one by accident, it's gone and you cry, especially if it was an important one to you. Share fellowship loot, yes. And yeah, okay. Most of the time you want to have the accept corpse looting permissions. This is so people can allow you to get their corpse if you happen to be the better player. You can turn off the basic stop it. Oh, don't do this to me. It's gonna do this to me. Stop it. Disable most weather effects. So this would allow you to disable, say, like the lightning flashes. I'm actually going to do that because I'm epileptic, and I should be disabling that. Alright, this is your resolution, all this sort of stuff. Oh, good. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is so much better. I like having this. Okay, so medium-sized font is that one. Oh, I hate that. I hate everything about that. Times New Roman? No. Yeah, no. What's Arial? No, no. Palatino linotype is the way. That is the play for me. And we're going to turn your character with camera turning. Alright. So those are some of your options. I haven't really found a use for most of the options within the journal yet. I am scared, guys, but honestly, we need to go back to town and just sell. So we're gonna have to... Oh, wait. We're gonna have to risk it, guys. We're gonna have to risk the biscuit. Gonna have to risk the biscuit. I don't know if we're going to get jumped as soon as we log in. Probably. I don't even... You know what? We're not even gonna attempt to play with these guys. We are gonna go straight through the portal. Look at that. He hit me twice and did 10 damage. And that is through all my protections. Like, all of them. Wait. Huh? What is this? Okay. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, there's an archmage. Monkey and bug portal gem. What is this even? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What's this guy? Exion's trash. Is this... What? Okay. I don't know what he does. Mysterious floating... I don't even know what this is. These NPCs are not supposed to be here. I don't know why these guys are here. We're going to go to the capital. Cragston. Please don't drop me in the heat. Okay. Whew. Grocer. Barkeep. Okay. So this is the Alluvian capital. You know, for as long as I've played this game, I don't actually think I've ever been here. Healer, guard, lifestone. So yeah, I don't know what happened with our hometown, but yeah, that's certainly a bummer. Wing collector. So different collectors will pay different things for different trophies. And yeah, there is a lot to unpack there. General collectors will collect a wide assortment of things. Oh boy, there's a lot to unpack there too. Again, we'll keep that. We'll sell that. Oh, and what do we got here? Yeah, we'll sell all of those. So one of the things about different wield requirements, like these are items that you have to have a certain skill with a lot of different things, just in order to put them on, right? 232, 250, 223. This one is the one we're going to wear simply by default, and that is because it has the best armor level. It has nothing to do with the spells on it and everything to do with the base armor level. We're going to keep the Academy Shortbow. And we're just going to sell, I think, all of this. None of it is particularly awesome. That's 150, 156, and 168. You know what? We're throwing that one on by virtue of, again, it has the highest base armor. So because we didn't actually wind up being able to get the Path Warden stuff, we are unfortunately at a disadvantage because you're supposed to be able to get the Path Warden stuff and use that stuff, but yeah, we don't have that advantage. Copper Kabutin. We're going to sell that. We're going to sell... We're going to sell this. We shouldn't, but we're going to. We're also going to sell that. We're going to sell that. So there are... I want to say add-ons, maybe? That will allow you to sell all of this stuff in bulk or automatically sell it when you get to the appropriate merchant. I tried, guys. Legit, I tried. I really tried to get decal working on Asheron's Call. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. I couldn't get it to run. I would try and start my game up, and it would lock immediately, if not sooner. As soon as I hit the Enter World button. So unfortunately, I can't. It doesn't appear I can run decal at this time. That may or may not change. So we just bought a trade note. So if I take this trade note to anywhere, and I do mean anywhere, and cash it in and sell it, I will get 50,000 Pyreals. Now this costs you an extra 7%? No. 14%, it seems like. Hang on. Yeah, 14 to 15%, give or take, for the trade note. But these don't drop on death. When you die, these stay in your inventory. And one of the most devastating parts of dying in this game is the fact that you lose half your cash every time you die. So if you needed to buy like potions or buy a buff or whatever to go get your body, you couldn't do that anymore because you don't have any cash, right? Also, if you have a really tough time getting your body, this can cripple you because you don't really have a recourse. You don't have any money. You can't replace your gear. Losing everything like that can theoretically force a character reset, and that is very, very unfortunate. So always, guys, always remember to buy your trade notes. Always keep cashing in your money. Get trade notes, because trade notes don't drop and Pyreals do. I'll get more into... Wait a minute. Oh my god, where's my armor? Oh no. We screwed up, guys. We fucked up. Thankfully, merchants don't reset immediately. And I believe we went to the grocer. This grocer, general merchant, maybe? I don't know. Yo. No. This is not where we were. We were down here. In town proper. I can't even believe I did that. Oh, that is such a rookie mistake. That's the Fletcher. I think this is the one we sold most of our stuff to. That is the 150. Okay, so that is not... I think the blacksmith was over here. Oi! Talk to me. Oh my god, no. No. Where did I... Did I? Yeah, I did. I sold it to this guy, but... Okay, where did I... Was it over here? Am I missing... Like, is there another person in here that I could sell to? No. What is it? Bower... Tinker... Oh my god. I think the merchant may have refreshed. Oh, that is such a bogus bit of bullshit. Yo, guys. We screwed up. But you know what? It happens. We'll buy some basic bitch plate mail, and I guess next time our adventure has been decided for us. We're gonna go get the Ogre's Hauberk, because yeah, apparently we can't hang on to our armor. And by we I mean, of course, me, because we are not professional gamers and we make mistakes and fuck up. And this is an A tier fuck up. Thankfully, it wasn't anything super important. That is going to do it for us here today, guys. Thank you for joining me on the Baron's Amulet quest. We're going to use this here. We're going to let it finish casting. I do hope you're enjoying this series. Like I said, next time we're going to go get the Ogre's Hauberk, which will give us a good level 5 buff. We're going to, again, use the facility hub. And then once we have the Ogre Hauberk, I think we're actually going to try and do something different. Something that's not in the facility hub. So, really excited for that. Y'all have a good one, and until next time, do not let the bugs bite. Y'all take care.